Okay, so I'm struggling here a little bit. I think I can do it. I'm having a hard time figuring out how. Okay, now I got it. Okay. So there is my struggle.
I love you.
So this was another failure met because I lacked knowledge particular to this circumstance, of this stage, which would again be unavoidable if I planned correctly. And that particular piece of knowledge was I needed to get love on this platform where this one sole green gumdrop is, because that would be the only way in which I would be able to have hate push the blue gumdrop elevator dude all the way over to the point where he needed to be so that love could crawl up and get on top of that button. So the key piece of information was getting love on this platform, which is unique to this level, which is why these games are fun to fail at, because you get to learn stuff like that. You get to solve a riddle like this. There's something else there. It's bugging me. There's something missing. How does this translate into life? I really, really, really like this level. It's just fun because it's totally different.
I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you.
That's fun. In that level, you were introduced to something new, which is these gold ones. That's a brand new piece of information. Oh my god, I think I'm getting stuck here. Oh my god. Oh my god. I know I gotta bring these guys down. These four right here.
I love you. 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 I love you.
I don't know. You get three here. Oh wait, can I get over here? Oh shit, I can. There we go. And I think we're good. Yeah, I think we're good here. Oh wait! Ah! Ugh! Fail! I gotta get that place covered first.
I love you.
That was a failure right there.
I love you.
I wonder how you would define that type of failure.
I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you.
Because I didn't plan out my entire attack.
I love you.
Was that an execution type of fail? That's a hard one to think about. Oh, I'm stuck here. How am I gonna get this guy up here? Oh, I'm not stuck. Just get love to get up there. Christmas time! Christmas time! Click, 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 continue! yo, it's Christmas time. It's Christmas time. The bells are ringing, snow is falling, magic one, let's talk to him. We have a magic, we have a new character here. Let us see, this is going to be a tutorial level in that I will be incredibly easy to win, as the purpose of this level is to help me understand in which way I should interact, or in what way this magic one will affect me. It will clearly and concisely communicate to me this new knowledge in 3, 2, 1.
I hate you.
Huh?
I hate you.
Oh.
I hate you.
Whoa. They eat up other ones. I can only use hate. Love is just dangling around here on purpose. And they designed it so that it would be very incredibly difficult for me not to understand what to do. Even this little block here suspended above the magic one. It's there so that I can't jump on the magic one, because say I do this and nothing happened, right? Someone might be like, I don't get it. What's this supposed to do? And they're not going to click it again. They're going to be like, should I hop on it? I don't know what to do. And if I had access to Love, then I might go to him and be like, and they would panic and do every possible thing but do this.
I hate you.
It's highly possible. That's the weird thing about designing games. You don't know how the mass populace is going to react to something. You can't just assume they will get it. And so it's clear that the developers here went through painstakingly depths of pain to ensure that there was only one way of figuring out what this magic one does. They forced me. They only gave me one option. You click on them once and you click on them twice, okay? Why would they force me to do this twice?
I hate you.
If they wanted to make it really easy, just put the lazy one right here to the right of the magic one, so I just do it once and he does it instead of twice.
I hate you.
I wonder! Here's another interesting thing. These two levels here, 59 and 60, were kind of difficult. Kind of is relative to this game. They were pretty easy. I was able to figure them out. It's relative simplicity, but they were more difficult compared to the past 58 of them. And then around here, they were in this castle area, somewhere around here, there were some difficult ones. But this 61 introduced that magic one. And look at 62. Pop hate up here.
I hate you.
Pop them over here. Love finishes. That is so simple. Yet it was level 62. There's this new way of designing puzzles that I'm seeing ever since a game called Candy Crush. It's really apparent in these puzzle games that are broken up into levels. And what it is puzzle designers will have the first few levels as tutorials, basically. So they'll be incredibly easy. They'll be impossible to fail in, because the gamer is supposed to understand core mechanics, core information that the gamer will use for the rest of the game. And then the puzzles get progressively difficult until, in this game that I'm seeing, they introduce another mechanic, and so at level 21 you have another tutorial-like level in which you understand a new piece of information that you must understand. So the designers shoot the difficulty all the way down to 0 again, so that they have a simple tutorial in which you understand the game. And then they progressively get more difficult and more difficult until they have another one where the difficulty is shot all the way down to 0, because there's another tutorial to introduce another core piece of knowledge the gamer must have. As we saw here in 61, they did it again. So what I'm seeing here is it's a way of engaging the player. If you have too many difficult levels in a row, the player might get frustrated and lose interest out of frustration. But this is something new. This is something that I haven't seen too much in old school games. Mostly games post free-to-play. Because remember, free-to-play is all about keeping player engagement as much as possible. So one way of keeping player engagement is to throw in a difficult level every once in a while, but then have like a roller coaster that you have 5 difficult levels and then 5 easy levels and 5 difficult, 5 easy, etc. So the players feel like they're actually good. You know, and then to make free-to-play monetary, then when you start introducing the difficult level, you make it literally impossible. But no, there's no such literal impossible. You make it impossible unless they buy this thing. And then since they're so engaged in it already, they're going to spend the money to buy the add-on so that they can beat that level. And then it goes down again, and they're like, oh my god, I'm so powerful now, I'm going to play like 5, 10 more levels with this new add-on, and then it gets up again, they get up with the roller coaster where it's difficult. So I'm seeing that exact same pattern here. This isn't a free-to-play game. This is a puzzle game. The core mechanics should be all introduced here, and it should be progressively hard throughout the entire game. But it's not that way. And so there's an issue with that. I have not struggled too much up until level 63. That isn't to say that I'm good at this. It's to say that the design here is kind of weird. To have it really, really difficult around here and suddenly get really easy at 41 is weird to me. That's not the way a puzzle game is usually designed, especially in old school ways. Old school ways, simple mechanics in the very beginning, introduce so you understand them, and then just fucking harder and harder until you get here where it's near impossible. That's the point. What's the point of having a puzzle game that is easy throughout the whole game with occasional bursts of difficulty throughout? Unless it's a free-to-play, unless it's following the free-to-play model, unless it wants to charge you money so that you pay money to get over that hump. But this isn't free-to-play, so it's weird. I don't know how to fully understand it, but I'm noticing it right now. Level 63. How difficult do you think this level is going to be? How difficult?
I love you.
I hate you. I hate you. I hate you.
Slight problem here, though. Hey, how do I get level up there? Ooh. I acted too soon.
Uh-oh. I love you. I love you.
Good. After that giant riff that I did, I'm glad this game kind of made it more difficult. But still, how difficult is it to figure out what I did wrong? Honestly.
I love you. I love you. I love you.
I hate you. I hate you.
This is actually pretty difficult. You gotta think here. Magic one can take out one of these guys. Awesome. So I'm at a piece of new information that's particular to this level. What will it be? Magic one could take out one of these guys, but when he does, they fall down. So I gotta somehow get a guy into this little nook right here that I couldn't get last time, so that one of these, so that love can get up. But how can you do that? Since these dead ones don't move. How can you do that? Okay, I figured it out. So
I love you.
I hate you. I hate you. I hate you.
I love you. I love you. I love you.
So it's kind of difficult. I had to stop and think. I made a mistake. It stopped me in my tracks, and my idea could not go forward. And so it caused me to rethink my idea. It did that. Well, that sounds interesting. It causes me to rethink my idea. Rethink my idea. What does that mean, rethink my idea? Now I'm curious right here. Can this guy eat the elevator dudes? These blue dudes?
I hate you.
Oh shit, he can eat those guys! Woo! Yeah, I definitely don't want